Hey, this is Max. Welcome back to Forza Horizon 6. I am here with my GTR Forza Edition. I have been making a lot of runs. I'm going to talk a little bit about basically why people are having a hard time getting good runs out of this car. Basically, the drag me counts your reaction time. Okay, so when you want to cut this light, you got to cut it right on. Then, with this particular car, it is very sensitive to how you shift it. So 100 RPMs too much here, 100 RPMs too little there. Any level of wheel spin in first gear, this car will run slow. The only way it runs fast, beyond having a base tune that is capable of running fast, is actually getting a launch that is smooth, with good reaction, and then you have to shift it just right.
You've arrived at your destination.
That'll get you a 6.0 run, like I just did there. I launched, didn't have any trouble with the first gear, sort of got the second, third gears right. I mean, that's still the struggle. Getting all your gears just right is a struggle. But if you have it all kind of come together, you will get a 6.0 run. Now, to get truly low 6.0 runs, you have to get everything else right. I mean, you got to get a much, I guess not much better, but a very, very fast reaction, because it is counted in your run. And again, first gear has to land just right. Nope. Okay, if it spins, no good. If it jitters, it's not likely to be good. You can see the tire temperatures, they do affect how well the car hooks in first, so that is important. That was a hair of spinning, but that doesn't hurt you because it still came out of the hole smoothly. So that was still a 6.0 run, but not a perfect run, which my record, personal record, is a 6.045. Again, I'm using like 1990s graphics because I want to reduce latency to have the best chance of running a good run. This is not going to be fast. I kind of shifted out in the middle of a spin. When your tire's spinning, you shift out, you lose a lot of RPMs, the car runs slow. But you can start to see what I'm talking about, how I'm running the car to try to get the time. I haven't changed the tune. The tune isn't bad. I mean, it's probably not like the best tune out there. There might be better ways to get the car to launch better, but it is a 6.0 tune, so mostly I'm working on me. Because you have to get everything on your end right for this car to run the time that it is otherwise capable of running. But because it's a video game, there are a lot of video game related factors, right? So latency is an issue. FPS apparently can affect how the car runs in your hands versus mine. A computer versus Xbox, the tune may be slightly different. Nope. I should have waited on that shift. If I waited out, that would have been okay as a run. But because I shifted early, I've already killed my run on my own. Jump start is a thing too. Trying to cut a good light, sometimes you jump. And fatigue is a thing too. Doing this over and over does make you tired. So at some point, I just take a break, I come back later. Nope. So the RPMs, when you launch in first, remember your needle's bouncing, so it doesn't actually launch at the same RPMs. And what happens is, if it launches at the right part of the needle bounce, you'll land right around here. with a smooth start. But if it doesn't land there, it's either going to be too low or too high. It won't work. Right? See, if it's too high at 5,000, depending on my tire temperature and your tune, it's going to jitter. If it lands too low at 4,000, not enough pull. So everything has to kind of work right. That one, I'm not feeling it, because that first gear spun a little bit, so that's going to be a slow run. So this is how I get fast run, slow run. I can sort of figure out when I'm running well, but sometimes I feel like I did a great run and it still turns out pretty bad. So it's not just the tune. Again, I know people always think that if they download a code, they're somehow going to be able to, you know, I can give you the share code for this tune. One, depending on if you're on Xbox or computer, it probably doesn't work the same. Two, you know, if you don't know how to shift it, it's not going to help you. So share codes are nice. I did get out of first a little quick there. Oh, didn't hurt me that much, but whew, that was still a 077. It doesn't quite beat the 060s. I'm trying to get into the 05, 04s, which I know this tune is capable of because I've done it. But getting it is, again, a lot harder than it looks. So that's what it's all about. It's more than just slapping a tune on the car and you got this. You really have to get this by getting the shift pattern down and getting that reaction down. And the RNG guys have to be in your favor on the launch so that the needle drops to the right point. There are ways to make the needle drop more consistent. For example, if you tune it to this RPM as a starting RPM, it could be more consistent. I haven't tried that as much. I've tried it with this. I have a tune with this RPM, okay, starting at 2K, launching, and then going from there. That has ran the best of a 6.067 as well. So there are more than one way to, I don't want to use the term with the cat in it, but there are more than one way to reach the same goal here of running 6.0s, but getting the consistent shifts, launches, right tire temperature, all those little things have to be there. Right? If it's not there, it's not going to run the 6.0 time. All right, we've done a bunch of 6.0 runs, so you know this is not a fluke, right? But a 6.04 run, my personal best from last season, that is a fluke. And that may just happen one day when I'm messing with it. As of right now, I'm on the back on the leaderboard. And Jasonator, yeah, he's the one that I was watching running really good times. As you can see, he's my rival. Wow. Of course, I end up against a guy that I know I can't beat, but that's okay. I'm very impressed with, well, he's got quite a computer rig as well. And again, latency is good. He's got high FPS. The man must know how to tune, and the man must know how to react. So all those things made him do that time that he was able to do, and why I am unable to do the time that I'm hoping to do. All right, now that I'm done doing this, I'm going to put the graphics somewhat back up. This is hurting my eyes, watching runs with like no shadow under my car and stuff. That's really terrible. Okay, hold on. So, I mean, I can run mostly medium high. I don't want too much because again, it can shadow quality is what I don't really care about night shadows so much. So ray trace is one of the ones that eats up a lot of frame rates, but the other stuff doesn't seem to hurt you too much. And I can put some of the other settings back up as well. Let me see how it looks first. Oh, much better. It's so much prettier already. Not that it's beautiful or anything, but you know, my computer simply won't run the high, extreme, ultra graphics. Well, ultra maybe, but not extreme. Ooh, photo. So that's it. That was me running the Nissan GTR FORZA Edition. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the tune. This is on, the only upgrades for this Nissan is rally suspension, a adjustable differential, and lighter wheels. Okay, those are the only changes you can make anyway. So the way I have the car tuned, you can see my tires, high pressure. So the difference between high and low pressure is the temperature drop becomes much slower at 55 psi versus at 15 psi. So if you're gonna kind of keep your car at the same psi tire, I mean not psi, but the same pressure, you don't want the temperature drop too fast, 55 actually works better. This car has more than enough grip. You're not going to spin the tire with 55. I have 4.25 final drive here with the rest of the gears set up. You can probably run even a little more, and I'm sure some people are, or you can run a little less. This seems to work well so far, so I'm leaving it be. 5.0, 0007. This can be adjusted. Sometimes, you know, with some cars, there's nothing wrong with even running 0 up front rather than the 5.0. I know the consensus generally is 5.0 makes it a little quicker because you have less contact patch. Theoretically, I mean, I'm not going to argue with all these guys. I've been doing this all this time since, you know, Forza 1. So 5.0 it is. Anti-roll bars, I notice in this game affects things a lot. This is where I have it set. I mean, it can be adjusted. You put more, you're going to spin more. You put less, you may run slower. So there's a lot of little changes. Don't trust this too much though. This is more of a gauge than a people rely on this, and I think that's a mistake. Rely on the test runs more than anything. Same thing with all this. This is all based on test running. My goal is again to come out the hole smoothly, but then give the car the maximum acceleration it can do. This is what I came up with so far. I suspect some people are running even lower height, but then you have to adjust spring rate because you'll spin. With this car, not that you definitely spin, but first gear, if it spins, it's going to kill your run. Same with these settings. Again, you don't absolutely need this, but there are people that run 2020, 2020. Okay, play with it. All this is variable to how you drive the car, what you're looking for out of it. The main thing, again, smooth exit, right? You want the car to smoothly exit in first gear, and then once it does that, everything else should come together. I'm going to chase that guy down to take a picture. And with that, we're done. We're wrapping up this video. Thank you for joining me for the last 12 minutes, watching low graphics attempts with the GTR FORZA Edition. Let me know what you think. Feel free to comment. And if you want to try my tune, I just showed it. If you really, really want to share code, I mean, I guess I could share it. I consider this a work in progress. That's why it's not shared. Okay. But I could share this tune and you can try it yourself. In any case, thank you for joining me in this video. If you like the video, leave a like. If you like my channel and you like this kind of information or this kind of videos, subscribe, hit the bell, and you get notified when I put up new videos. And as always, thank you for watching my videos. I'll catch you next time.